When the storm caught the two joined clans in the open, R's wife gave birth too early, her strength fading, and the white blizzard swallowed the horizon. Then R chose to remain with his people, with the mother of his child, with the elders, with those who could no longer continue the march. He did not surrender the weak to the storm. He chose to become a wall between them and death. The other group moved on, and R led his kin to the nearest refuge, where stone and fire could shelter them for at least one night.
The cave received them easily. A dry floor, a natural niche for the fire, walls that broke the wind. Everything looked as if the earth itself had offered shelter. Many groups of the Ice Age used such caves. Fire soot, tools, and sleeping pits marked their presence. But archaeologists know something else as well. Sometimes these traces end abruptly. Outside, the storm roared for so many hours that the line between night and day disappeared. Inside, R kept people close to the fire, as generations before him had done. Living bodies created warmth when wood grew scarce.
But what began as a shelter for one night turned into a trap. Ice Age storms could last not a day or two, but many weeks. Air falling from the glaciers raced down the slopes, lifting snow and turning it into heavy waves that filled valleys to their rims. When Arnar approached the entrance, he saw not the world. He saw a wall of white stone that grew thicker each hour. He did not yet know that such things had happened before. Some caves in Europe are found sealed by snow packed into a mass as hard as rock.
In the first days, people kept their strength. The fat burned bright. Meat was still left. The baby slept against his mother. But the air grew heavier. Smoke no longer left the cave. It gathered under the ceiling, spreading like a low fog, forcing people to cough. Arzask lowered the fire, though he understood perfectly. Without it, the cold would enter their bodies faster than hunger. Ancient humans knew this truth too well. Without warmth, a person dies faster than without food. When the entrance is sealed by snow, a cave stops breathing. The fire consumes the oxygen, and invisible fumes fill the low vaults. This is how entire Ice Age shelters disappeared. Fires grew weaker. People pushed them farther away, but the air no longer returned. Aras saw only the exhaustion in people's eyes, the heavy breathing, the dizziness, the fading of voices. He did not know the word carbon monoxide, but he felt it. When some strength was still left, R gathered several men and adolescents. They began to clear the snow with their bare hands, breaking fingernails, tearing their skin to blood. Snow compressed by wind turns into stone. Such layers are found in ancient glacials, dense as ice, sharp as roughened glass. Whenever they broke a small opening, another mass slid down from outside.
The entrance erased their effort as quickly as they could make it.
Hunger comes slowly. First, the taste disappears. Then, the strength to hold one's head upright. Fat, the main store of energy in the Ice Age, was the first to run out. Meat remained only for mothers and children until even it became too hard and too little. The newborn no longer had milk, and the mother no strength.
They put out the fire so they could breathe, and lit it again so they would not freeze to death. It was the oldest equation of survival. Too much fire, death. Too little fire, death. This is how whole families vanished in caves, not in battle, not by beasts, but because the shelter ceased to be one.
When the last embers died, voices became whispers. Hypothermia makes death feel like sleep. Carbon fumes make sleep feel like silence. R held on longer than the others. He tried to share warmth, held those who trembled, gave the last food to the child. But even a leader cannot warm a clan when the earth itself has become colder than stone.
Such caves are sometimes found thousands of years later. A burned-out hearth, scattered tools, and a strange quiet around them. The snow that once sealed the entrance is long gone, but the story remains in the soil. R did not know he had made a mistake. He made the choice many before him had made, to stay with those who could not walk further. And that choice became their last.
Echoes of evolution. Every decision lives for centuries.